Roland, great talking to you. There's one more topic I want to address, or two more topics I want to address. Is one, what you still have planned for this year, because there's some nice information that you'd like to share with the group. And one thing we always like to do towards the end of our podcast is kind of talk about what books you would recommend. In your case, that's pretty easy because you've got a bunch. So maybe we should start with them. You want to give us your latest book?
I'm happy to. You mentioned the Happy Projects book.
That's one of your staples.
But this cannot be bought anymore. This is just history also. And, I was at one of these IPMA World Congresses, and myself and a colleague of mine, we had the book with us, and there was some Asian guy, very nice and friendly, and he was reading this title, Happy Project, and he was just, going like this, didn't understand it, didn't really get the idea of what a happy project might be. So that was a funny experience. So, it really was a good title for many years. But then, of course, project management is evolving. There are relationships from projects to programs and to changes. So a couple of years ago, we published, my son and myself, the book Project, Program and Changes. It's available in German and in English language. So this is, if somebody's interested, something I can recommend. And here we focus on the agile concepts and the integration of change and change management to projects. The second thing I would like to mention, and hopefully there's some interest, many of you might know that we organize every year the so-called Happy Projects Conference. And until 3 years ago, we did it on site with some 300 participants here in Austria. It was great time every year, to find a new interesting topic and to further develop the concepts for this specific event. And I really loved to do this. But given the Corona pandemic and so on, we changed the format to an online format, and we do it now, Happy Projects, all year long. So we have 3 events starting in April next year again. And next year is actually this year.
Yeah.
We are in 2024 already. Okay, and it's on the topic, and this relates to what we discussed today quite a bit. The title is Back to the Project Future. So again, the message there is that we need to appreciate some of the existing topics and approaches and focus on those, but integrate new concepts.
Be open to the new, but embrace the old as well.
That's
for what it's worth. Very, very good. We'll make sure to put a link for the literature and also for the events into the podcast, so that when we send that out, you'll have access to that.
Yeah.
Roland,
thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And we talked about it. If you do an interview, the interviewer should know more about himself than before the interview, and that definitely happened to me today. So thanks for some insights.
It was great having you on board, and I look forward to staying in touch.